Next, I'd like to invite Darrell Duane. He is a Drupal developer. He is a dancer. He's a big fan of this city, of DC, where he lives. He feels that it's kind of a city where there's a lot that can happen. It's big enough for that, but it's small enough for intimacy like this, for things to happen. And he's going to talk about Bitcoin and the Potomac, which you'll learn about just a little bit. Darrell Duane.
Tonight I'll be talking about two new currencies that are becoming available for you to use. Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency, and Washington, D.C.'s local currency, the Potomac. Here you've got my Bitcoin address, one of many Bitcoin addresses. You could also use your cell phone to take a picture of this and get that to come up. Anyhow, let's think about what makes a currency work. A currency needs to be divisible. There needs to be have lots of parts to it. There needs to be scarcity to it. There needs to be durable, and it needs to be easy to transfer, and of course you don't want any counterfeiting happening. Going back, thinking about all the different things that are used as currency, we've seen a lot of different things. And even when there wasn't currency available, we used the gift economy. Shout out to my Burning Man friends out there, instead of, say, barter. So Bitcoin keeps track of every single transaction. Everybody knows about it, but there's also multiple addresses, many, many addresses that you can use for each individual to accept those transactions with, giving you privacy and anonymity. This is the first currency without a central issuer. There's no Fed, there's no organization that's issuing it. It is a peer-to-peer network creating it. And the database is distributed of all the transactions out there, publicly available. This makes it theoretically safe from the instability of the fractional reserve system and allows for fast transfer of value from one node to another. Third parties can't prevent or control this. So here's what an address looks like. And typically, whenever you're accepting a new transaction, new money from someone, you're going to use a brand new address so that you know where it came from, because there really is no other way to know who's sending the money. Bitcoins are divisible up to 8 decimal points, giving lots of flexibility, lots of microfinance possibilities to happen. And a Bitcoin becomes valuable because of the fact that it is a good currency, meaning the things we talked about earlier, and it is useful. It's not backed by anything. Bitcoin transactions are fast, free, and permanent. There's no chargebacks. There's no bounce checks. The money is there when the money's there. This is the Bitcoin interface available on Mac, PC, and on Linux, coming soon to Android. And you can see the different transactions and the confirmations that have come in validating those transactions. So let's say we wanted to collect donations for Ignite DC. We're going to go ahead and get a new address for that, fill out the form there for it, and an address is created, and we put that address out, say, on the Ignite DC website. And then someone comes across it and says they want to donate some money to Ignite DC. So you see the top line there. Someone's just donated 10 bit cents to this address, send it through, and it's not confirmed yet. But in the next 5 minutes when Alex is speaking, there's going to be confirmations that have come in and validating that transform. So here we've got all the different nodes that were active about a week ago, a lot in North America and Europe, and maybe I see one there in Egypt. And what about Ireland? So lots of possibilities here, lots of people using Bitcoin, and this is only going to get bigger. So how do you get Bitcoins? Well, you can sell stuff for them, but also Bitcoins are being generated every 10 minutes, about 50 of them, by processors, people running servers, and anybody can do this, to kind of create more Bitcoins. That's the way inflation happens. The money supply is fixed, or the money supply is known ahead of time. Also, Bitcoins are being traded on open market. A week ago, they were trading 43 cents on the dollar. They're now around 65, 70 cents on the dollar. There's going to be challenges with this. It's legal issues, technical issues, scaling issues, but Bitcoin is showing a lot of promise, and people are already selling a lot of things on the internet with it. Clothing, books, services, this sort of thing. Eventually we'll see brick and mortar, maybe a coffee shop will be the first brick and mortar store, and you'll see these symbols to indicate that that's available. Now about the Potomac. The Potomac is a little bit different. It was created because we wanted to keep money local. Because a lot of times with the dollar, if you spend it at a corporate chain, only 15 cents sticks around in the local economy, and the rest of it goes who knows where. So Ecolocity DC introduced the Potomac, and here's Larry Chang up here exchanging one of the first Potomacs for $1. It trades one-on-one for $1, although you can get it early on at 95 cents to kind of incentivize it getting out there. It's accepted at Sister Space, Qualia Coffee up in Petworth, Potter's House. Check out these fine organizations. I wish I could talk more about it, but they're accepting it there, and that supports the local economy here. Thank you very much.